So I just really had quite an interesting aha insight, just an integration about imposter syndrome, because it has been something, not imposter syndrome itself, because that's kind of the new phrase, although actually I think it's kind of perfect. I've always linked imposter syndrome. I've always thought of it as being real, like it's the core wound of that is that not feeling good enough, so we don't feel good enough, so we feel like an imposter in our lives. But I've just had a whole new perspective on that come in. And actually, what if? What if it is the fact that, well, yeah, you will feel like an imposter at some point in your life, and it will be just there staring you in your face, because it is the trigger point for you to actually change directions, reroute, and move into your mission. So the first half of our years have been spent in these under this veil, under this illusion of separation, consciousness, doing these things that are not necessarily in alignment with the soul, but we've not realized that at the time. But it was perfect. It was always meant to be, because everything that we've done in the first half of our year has been creating all these skills, has been refining all these gifts that we have, so that we can take all of that and use it on our mission. So what if we start to really start being faced with imposter syndrome when the bell goes off? Basically, if you think of yourself, we're in like this time capsule. We're in a time capsule, and when we get to a certain point, that time capsule goes off, and all of a sudden we feel like an imposter, because we remember, I am an imposter. I've just been undercover. I've just been pretending to be this person, but that's not the true self. So we feel like the imposter because we start to realize, hold on, who is that person? That's not the true me. That's not the true soul self. And now it's time to go on that journey, on that mission to find who is the true soul self. Because the true soul self is the one that is here once we connect to that to move us on to mission. And we're going to find that all of those things that we did previously, well, in some way, they're going to help us. And I'll give you an example. Okay, so my life personally, the first half of my life, I was working in finance, and I was committed, dedicated. Oh my God, I was working like a bloody slave. But I was learning so much stuff. And around my mid-30s, I started to realize, even though underlying, I'd always known that I didn't feel right, that there was just things that didn't feel good. And I'd always been on this journey of self-discovery, self-development. It wasn't really until till I was mid-35, when it really just whacked me in the face. And it was like, and I felt like such an imposter in my life, because I just thought, this is not what I am meant to do. This is not what my heart wants to do at all. But at that point, I was like, shit, I've put all this effort, energy, I've been devoted, I've been committed. But that was the moment, right, that the time capsule went off, that it went, ding, it's time to reroute. It's time to now move you into mission. So I was always going to feel like an imposter in that role, in that job. And I really attached that to feeling not good enough. And I'm not saying that wasn't there. I've definitely been on a journey of healing that. However, we could stay stuck on that forever and never let it go. But once you move into your mission work, well, you don't feel like an imposter anymore, because it's impossible to feel like an imposter when you are in alignment with the soul, when you are doing what the soul has intended for you to do in this incarnation. So I just wanted to put this video out, give a little flipped perspective on it, which really excites me. If you think about it, if you're feeling imposter syndrome right now, then you are being shown that it's time to find your mission. There's another mission for you in this next part of your life, and nothing is wasted. So whatever you've been doing up to this point, and maybe you're a leader, and you're meant to be a leader, but in a new mission, in a mission that is going to seed back into consciousness, back into our systems, back into our structures, light. So that the intention behind all of our structures, our systems, is actually to help all of humanity to create a more harmonious, peaceful, loving, fun-filled reality, where we can all contribute through what we love to do. When we are interacting with creations that are coming from somebody that is doing what is in their soul, that is in soul alignment, then we feel that light. We interact interact with it differently, because everything is energy and everything is consciousness. So it does matter what is seeded into what we consume and what we interact with. You'll see, you will feel the light pouring into this video from me, because the soul is my obsession, is my passion, and I've been led on a journey to reunite with the soul, and it is my mission to help other souls reunite with their soul so that they too may find their mission. And their mission, I already know that every soul's mission is to anchor in this new, it's not even new, it's just to resurface the original organic template, which is where we live in harmony together, where we live in harmony with each other and the world. It's where we contribute through what lights us up. So you will feel that this lights me up, and you will feel how you can interact with that in a different way. Me and my friend were traveling recently, and we got to eat out a lot, and we ate some food that was, oh my God, it was orgasmic. We were literally sat there going, oh my God, this is so good. And that was always the food that was coming from restaurants where the owners, where you knew you interacted with the owners, you knew they had a passion for food. They had a passion to bring the best quality food, and they made those dishes with absolute love. And that tastes so different to picking up a ready meal from the supermarket, right? Because of what is in it. And we've all got a mission inside of us. I truly believe that. I truly believe that just as I have found mine, and it's my mission to help other people find their mission, everyone has a mission inside of them, and we just have to go back on that. We just have to go on that journey of reconnection, which is the journey that I take people on in my soul school, so that you can really just take off all the veils and reconnect back to what your mission is in life, which is going to be something where you will not feel like an imposter in it, because you will know that it is what you came here to do, and you will look back and you will see why you experienced everything you experienced, and you will realize it was perfect for what you came here to do on the second half of your life here, which is to work in mission.